Give me a brief snapshot of how the parallel storylines work between Rise of the Empire and the first film.
Well, this film takes place on the same 3 days as the Battle of Thermopylae. We just get to see a different perspective. We're not from the Spartan perspective, we're from the Free Greek perspective, and we're following this leader, Themistocles, who is a naval commander.
Yeah, and the other thing you get to see, I think, that's different in this film is it jumps forward and backward a little bit because it also goes and sort of paints the origins of Xerxes. So you get to see Xerxes' birth, what caused him to sort of become the character that you saw in the original film, and you get to see him, transform before your eyes. So and that's a mystery too, and it's kind of fun to watch that. And I think and then you also get to see sort of some elements of the original film kind of woven through to sort of let you see where you are in context of the timeline of the original film. So you kind of, every now and then you're just checking in with that sort of the Spartans and what they're up to. So it's kind of fun that way too.
I love that there's moments where you go, oh, that's the messenger, and it's not just the characters you expect to see coming back.
Right. Or like when Daxos rides up and tells Themistocles, like, the hot gates have fallen. You're like, oh, that's awesome.
That's where he went. I remember him
He rode off on the
leaving.
horse. Remember, he rides in. Yeah, it's cool.
It's a fun way to see the characters that that connect us to the original film.
I thought it'd be cool, like if some fan, once this movie comes out on DVD, some fans could cut the two movies together into a single, like you could cut them into a single film.
And someone probably will.
Yeah.
Were there some interesting conversations that you had with Rodrigo and Lena coming back, things that they really wanted to do with the roles that they didn't get a chance to the first time or that they were looking forward to this time?
I think Lena came back because we told her she would get to fight in this one. Because she's such a strong female character in the original movie, and she really is the emotional core of that film. And she also grounds us emotionally in this film, but the fact that she gets to put a sword in her hand and she gets to fight with the guys, I think that was very appealing to her.
Yeah, that was non-negotiable, I think.
Something I know, we've talked about this before, that's important in these visual effects films for you as filmmakers, is to say, if the actor can touch it, it pretty much needs to really be there. And I was really struck reading the press release on this. Like, I knew it, but I was reminded of it. The level of talent in Alexandra, in Patrick, in the people that came onto this film and were responsible for those tangible things. How does that collaboration work? How much say do you guys have in what's real, what's not real? And
I think that because the sort of, the rules that we've established are not just us, but that have sort of been established in sort of work, they understood that, and Patrick really understands it in an incredible way. He's working with us now on the Superman Batman movie, and he's really we've had a great experience with him, and he's awesome. And I think the sets that he's built and these ships and the Persian capital and Athens, they all look pretty amazing. And I think that he's done a really amazing job letting the scale exist, because that's where you get into trouble with a movie like this. Even though it seems like, oh, everything's limitless, you can make the scale infinite, but what happens is you tend to, because you're on a green screen, I think it's human nature to go like, no, this is sort of an intimate thing, and then you end up, even as you develop it, even though if, for instance, you could see to the horizon, you end up putting a mountain there or a thing there, or you close the space off because that's how you feel comfortable with it. That's how you shot it. And I think I think Patrick was very, a key force behind like expanding the scale.